Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to a new video on Altlayer or on Alt. It's been a while since I covered this. I'm not even sure when the last time was, but I think it's like last week, Thursday or Friday, when Alt became quite bearish. All right, and ever since, I mean, right now what you can see is that Alt and Manta are quite correlated, and Alt is just moving together with Manta and gaining some bullish momentum. And that's also one of the main reasons I wanted to have a look at Alt right now, because what you can see is that first of all, we found some strong support technically, all right, here around this level at 30 cents, big psychological support, of course, and also historically, even though Alt is a relatively new coin, that's a big support. And then what I think is most interesting is what you see right now is that, all right, the RSI is getting a little bit high. All the other times it got towards these levels, we had a pretty big drop, I would say. And I also do think, just to be clear, I also do think that Alt altogether is still in a downtrend. All right, I mean, you can say a lot about Alt right now, and I do think, and we'll look at that later, don't worry, I do think there are some positives to Alt right now, which could turn into something. But if you look at the market structure right here, it's still very much, since this major drop right here, has been a downtrend. All right, so that's the truth, and it's going to be hard to break out of that. But like I said, and I mean, it's not loading what I want to see, so that's a bit annoying. Maybe it loads if I refresh. Obviously, the best remedy against not working sites. Yeah, all right. So here you can see that. So if you actually look at the open interest, so that means the total money that's being opened in positions, that's been increasing. All right. So that's making higher lows right here, and it's making higher highs. So we're gaining more and more money in open positions for Alt, even though the price is dropping down. So that usually means that there's some potential here. All right. Now, like I said, technically, especially this level here at 34 and 35 cents, I think that's the main problem. But I do think that there's a potential at some sort of a reversal here for Alt. All right. So if we look at where most of the liquidity is, you can again see that most of the liquidity, I would say, is right here between 34 and 35 cents. Especially around 34 cents right here. All right. So this is going to be a tough level. And because the market structure is still bearish, I have to tell you that I think it's most likely that we'll get up there. All right. So we'll get up to 34 and 35 cents, but that from there we will find resistance, and that will get back into our bearish market structure, at least temporarily, by dropping down to 30 cents. And then from there, it could turn into a consolidation like this. It could also turn into some sort of a continued downtrend like this. That's both possible. But I must tell you that I think it's most likely that that will happen, because the technical level at 34 and 35 cents is very strong with the 302 and the 302 FIB and the 200 EMA. The market structure is still bearish. And then apart from that, we also have a ton of liquidity in that level, like millions of dollars. All right. Now, what I personally think is way more interesting is if we break out of that. All right. So like I said, I don't expect that, but I think shorting it is too high risk. And longing it, it's also too high risk. All right. So the one thing I am interested in, especially looking at all of the liquidity here between at 39 cents, there's a lot of liquidity there as well. So if Alt is actually able to get there and break above 34.5 and 35 cents, then we have some possibilities at a rally up to 37 and 39 cents. I think this is most interesting if you want to take a trade. Wait for the breakout and then take the break retest. I think that's most interesting. There's a possibility, but if I would have to put a percentage on it, it would be like 15%. Because like I said, for all the reasons I've named earlier, I think it's way more likely that we'll just find resistance there and continue to drop back down towards 30 cents. So that does mean bullish momentum on the short term, but I don't think it can continue through the resistance. All right, so those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, let me know. If you want to know when I'm entering a trade on Alt, consider joining my Signal or Premium group. That's up to you. For now, thank you for watching though. Take care and bye.